All right, agents, feel free to ask some questions.
Get your name.
Jeremiah Lucier.
Do you have any special talents?
I can sing. Done musical theater for about 9 years now. I can sing in different languages. That's about it.
How old are you?
22.
Oh. Can we hear some singing?
Sure. So this is a little bit from Santa Fe, from Newsies, Disney's Newsies. So that's what they call the family. Mother, daughter, father, son. Guess that everything you heard about is true. Well, you ain't got any family. Well, who said you needed one? Ain't you glad nobody's waiting up for you? When I dream on my own, I'm alone, but I ain't lonely. For a dreamer, night's the only time of day. When the city's finally sleeping, all my thoughts begin to stray, and I'm on the train that's bound for Santa Fe. And I'm free like the wind, like I'm gonna live forever. It's a feeling time can never take away. All I need's a few more dollars, and I'm out of here to stay. Dreams come true, yes they do in Santa Fe. Where does it say you gotta live and die here? Where does it say a guy can't catch a break? Why should you only take what you're given? Why should you spend your whole life living trapped where there ain't no future? Even at 17, breaking your back for someone else's sake. If the life doesn't seem to suit you, how about a change of scene? Far from the lousy headlines and those deadlines in between. Santa Fe.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Woo!
We're just gonna let you keep going. We liked it.
So what kind of actor do you see yourself as?
Well, truthfully, I just kind of fell into the whole film genre. I've done a lot of stage stuff, but recently I've just been interested in film and just the, I would say, interested in the process of it, because I feel being on stage, you almost have a huge barrier between you and the audience, whereas if you're on film, I feel the audience is more connected to you, and you can be more natural and more real. So I see myself, hopefully, doing film and stage, so I don't want to really limit myself.
What about musicals?
Yeah, I'm open to that as well. I've done a few in the past, and I really enjoyed it, and I feel like I can somehow transfer my training in that to film, and hopefully see what works out.
Where do you see yourself in 10 years?
10 years, I would see myself as a working actor, hopefully getting steady gigs, I would say, whether that be film or stage, just hopefully being a working actor.
Any other questions from our agents?
Are you willing to get naked?
I believe if it serves the role, I won't just do it gratuitously, because I feel like it doesn't serve the purpose of it. So yes, if the role calls for it.
No further questions.
All right, we're going to have you cold read a scene.
Okay.
Ashley's going to read with you.
Thank you.
You reading for camera? I'm gonna be reading for Christine. CH.
Ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sons of bitches.
You actually think that they're going to take anything you say seriously?
Do you have any idea how that felt? That pig. To have all his hands all over me and you just stood there. And then you apologized to him?
What did you want me to do? We could have been shot.
What, on Ventura Boulevard?
Well, maybe you would have been satisfied with just being arrested.
That would have been much better. having that shit's hand up my crotch than getting your name in the papers?
You know, you finally figured me out. That's exactly what I was worried about.
You weren't afraid that your good friends at the studio would read about it in the morning and realize that you're actually black?
You need to calm down right now.
What I need is a husband who will not just stand there while I'm being molested.
They were cops, for God's sake. They had guns. Maybe I should have let them arrest your ass. Sooner or later, you've got to find out what it's like to be really black.
You know, fuck you, man. Like, you know, the closest you got to being black is watching The Cosby Show.
Well, at least I wasn't there with the rest of the equestrian team.
You're right. I've got a lot to learn. I haven't learned how to shuck and jive yet. Why, thank you, Mr. Policeman. You sure is mighty kind to us all black folk. You be sure to let me know next time you want to finger fuck my wife. How can you just say that to me? You know what? Fuck you.
Oh, finally a little anger. That's nice to see.
Okay. Thank you. Any?
I would say young leading man. I just feel that in my past, I've never had the opportunity to be that. And I just feel like I can do that and to prove that I can.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's your ethnicity?
I am a quarter Japanese and 3/4 Hispanic.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, so welcome. Agents, do we have any questions?
State your name and age.
McKenna Carmichael, and I'm 15 years old.
What kind of actor do you see yourself as?
I see myself as, I guess for now, since I'm young, kind of like a supporting role, not the lead, because I don't have no experience for that, to take on such a important role of the story, but I think as more of a supporting actor right now.
What if you were offered a big role?
I would take it.
Okay.
It's more being selfless, knowing that I'm not as experienced as I want to be, so it's learning and getting to that point.
Okay.
What do you like about acting?
When I was younger, I always was interested in it, and then I moved to sports, and now that I'm thinking about it again, I've always liked that it was different. It just was kind of your own thing. You can make the character into yourself. It was just a different world, kind of, and that was always interesting to me.
Do you have a favorite actress that you would like to sort of emulate or have kind of their career or play the types of roles that they play?
To be honest with you, I've always wanted to make my own name. I've never really looked, like, I look up to people, there's inspirations, but I've never said, I want to be that person. I want to be McKenna Carmichael, but there's obviously influences, but I've never said I want to be like that person.
What are some influences then?
I mean, names, I don't watch like a whole lot of movies, so I couldn't tell you, but.
Well, what genre do you see yourself maybe being able to learn on set by, doing? What genre of movie? Like action or fantasy or?
Yeah, I find myself watching more mystery, horror, things that keep you on the edge of your seat. Like, I'm not a romantic person, and that sounds bad. But I'm not.
What would you say your favorite movie is?
Well, she said she doesn't watch a lot of movies.
I watch horror movies.
Oh, okay. What's your favorite horror movie then?
I like the Saw series.
Okay. So let me ask you, if you were in those given circumstances and your brother, you had a choice between sawing off your brother's leg in order to get out, would you do it?
Bringing family into this, jeez.
Because that's the moral dilemma of the Saw series. It's like, what are you willing to do?
Are you
in
gonna
order
save
to
yourself
survive?
or
Save yourself, or are you gonna?
I would say one of those.
I'd probably saw off his leg to save myself, but try to like get him out with me. You're missing a leg, but at least you're out.
And
know.
bring the leg with you to reattach it.
Yeah, exactly. So he's okay.
Put it on
He'll be good.
Make sure you tie a little tourniquet.
Yeah, you get a little tourniquet, you start sawing, clean, you pass out, but you drag him out and you bring the leg. It's all good.
His life is ruined after that.
But he's okay. There goes his soccer career, but he's alive.
Okay, Ashley, if you could pass the monologue, please. Eli.
Okay, do I just go?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What about people who kill themselves? because they didn't want to live? Some of them we know. We could leave without. What about the ones we don't know? Who's going to pass on this? You and your group? Well, then you're talking to very much about something like fascism. Is that what you want? Because I'll tell you, you get very quickly as a state of where only the pure come back, or the good looking, or whatever the people in charge that day seem to feel in the ultimate good, and tickles their fantasy. Or do you just press a button and everyone comes back? And what do you have then? I'll tell you what you have. Wars. You've got wars. Unless you think being dead improved them. You see what I'm saying? You've got some jealousies and misunderstandings you had the first time. And who governs the August group? Or do they just get along? Not in this lifetime, friend. What do you think? It's going to be a cooperation and goodwill? They're going to forget about their human nature and just live in joy. You're talking about heaven, my friend. Heaven doesn't exist.